Welcome to the Miami Sports Vibes YouTube channel. Here, recapping yet another Miami Dolphins loss. The Dolphins lose this game 31-12 on Monday Night Football at home to the Tennessee Titans, and I am freaking livid. Like I'm sure majority of this fan base is. And if you're not, you're just trying to hide it because at this point, after what we saw on display on Monday Night Football for the second week in a row now, these performances are ugly. They're disgraceful. They're an embarrassment from top to bottom, man. I mean, it's disgusting. It is disgusting what this Miami Dolphins team continues to put on display for us as fans that have backed this team, that love this team, that support this team, that root for this team, that pay money to go watch this game. This game was at home, and the performance that they were able to put on the field was disgusting, man. I mean, first of all, I have plenty of thoughts that I definitely am going to share because this is the space to just vent it all out. And I'm sure I will speak for many Dolphin fans. So there's no need to sugarcoat anything here, especially on my channel. Definitely not going to do that. But let's just touch quickly on this game. So the first half was super ugly. I just want to just look at these first half stats, first of all. Tyler Huntley, 7 for 10, finished with 35 passing yards at the half. 35. You know what else is interesting to me? Jalen Waddle, 2 catches for 18 yards at the half, and Tyreek Hill, the most important part. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches for 3 yards at halftime. That is ridiculous. I mean, I'm going to repeat that. Tyreek Hill with 2 catches for 3 yards at halftime. Plenty people were knocking on Tua, right? What was the talk around Tua? Oh, Tua's got Tyreek Hill. Of course he's going to put godlike numbers. Oh, of course Tua led the league in passing yard. He's got Tyreek Hill. Oh, Tua is a Tyreek Hill merchant. Yo, that needs to be put to rest because this Miami Dolphins fan base has seen 4 different quarterbacks try this crap with Tyreek Hill, and they are unsuccessful. We've seen Teddy Bridgewater dating back to last year. We've seen Skylar Thompson. We've seen Tim Boyle, and now we've seen Tyler Huntley. Nobody can get this man the ball like Tua can, all right? So it's not as simple as, it's Tyreek. No, you got to give credit to Tua. Tua was able to literally just do all of the right things, and it just shows you every single time he goes down and these backups come to play. Tyreek Hill even tries harder out there to make this easier for those guys, and they simply cannot get him the ball. They cannot get him the ball at all. Throwing deep, it does not matter. We saw Tyler Huntley overthrow him and underthrow him numerous times on Monday Night Football. It is disgusting. It doesn't matter who it is. It's Huntley, it's Thompson, it's Boyle, it's Bridgewater. I don't want to hear it, man. Now, I will say this, though. The only knock on Tua, it cannot be his skill set. It is his ability to stay on the field. That is the only thing you can knock on Tua, is his ability to stay on the field. Will he be able to sustain these hits? Will he be able to play a full season? Obviously, look at what we're dealing with now. Him and IR on concussion protocol yet again. But let me tell you this. You can't just blame Tua, right? Because this is who Tua is. We've seen this before. We've seen him go through these concussions, right? We've seen him come back. We know who Tua is. Now, if we know who Tua is, you mean to tell me that Chris Grier and Mike McDaniel don't know who he is? You had all offseason to literally sign a competent quarterback that can come in case this happens. We all know that Tua is literally concussion prone. It is what it is. I mean, I believe that this GM and this head coach, because I think they're in it together, man. Like, you have some say as a head coach in Mike McDaniel, so you get just as much of a blame that Chris Grier does. Their inability to literally sign somebody in the offseason that is capable of running the offense as good as Tua can be. It is a huge problem that is disgusting, and our fan base does not deserve this. Like, we do not deserve this whatsoever. It is ridiculous. It is uncalled for. And kind of it's like, okay, it's like I'm mad about the Dolphins not being, successful. But it's like I'm looking at Grier and McDaniel's like, this is what you guys get. Like, this is your fault. Like, this is happening because of you. All right. Like it simply is. And then what? It's like, oh, what are the excuses? Mike McDaniel's system is really hard to learn. You can't expect Tyler Huntley to come in and learn all the schemes and everything like that. No, no, you can't, right? What his schemes are complex. His playbook is hard to understand. Exactly my point. Why not go get a quarterback in the offseason so you have all offseason to learn this damn playbook so they could be as good as Tua is when he's out there. So you can have a quarterback that can throw to Tyreek Hill when Tua is not there. It is a complete embarrassment from top to bottom. It starts with Chris Grier, and this is disgusting what the Miami Dolphins are putting on display here week after week. You have all of this talent on this roster. You got guys like Jordan Poyer, Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Devon Achane. You have all of these big time names. And Jalen Phillips, who I hope he's okay, by the way, sustained another injury. Of course, that's just what happens when you're a Miami Dolphins player. Like these are the things that happen. But all of these names out there, high caliber names, for what result? To score 3 points against Seattle last week, to score 1 touchdown against Tennessee. Mind you, that's like a garbage time touchdown scoring with 4 minutes left to go. Tennessee took their foot off the gas, and then they got you right back and score one before the game ended. It is ridiculous to have this much talent for this result, to start the season 1-3, even without your starting quarterback, man. Like, listen to me. Okay, it cannot just be, yo, Tua's out. To me, this is on Grier and McDaniel, yo. It's as simple as that. Doesn't matter if Tua's not out there. We should be able to beat the Seattle Seahawks. We should be able to beat the Tennessee Titans who came in here 0-3 to our place. We should be able to beat the New England Patriots next week. I don't even think that's a given. And the Patriots suck. But guess what? We suck. That is mind-boggling to me because it is no longer a given. But why is it no longer a given? Because our damn GM didn't address getting a competent quarterback too, just in case Tua got hurt, which is obviously everybody knows that's a possibility. What, because he's 1 year with playing a full healthy season? That does not matter. But what is it? You know? Who's to blame? I blame play calling. I blame the offense. I blame the preparation. I blame the coaches, and I blame the GM. I'm blaming the GM first, and I'm blaming Mike McDaniel next. I mean, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So the game finished off as this. These are the final stats of the game. Tyler Huntley finished with 96 passing yards. Wow. 96 passing yards at home. The guy who everybody was really excited about, including myself, because I thought Mike McDaniel has something cooked up for this man, and absolutely he did not. 96 passing yards for Tyler Huntley coming in, overthrowing Tyreek Hill, underthrowing Tyreek Hill. Listen, you saw the body language, by the way. I'm going to get to the rest of that, but did you see the body language? Did you see it? Jalen Waddle's like slouched. Tyreek Hill is just up and down, helmet on and off. He's stressing out. He's trying to figure it out. And then let me tell you something. Also, you know what's crazy? The vibe in this entire team is also disgusting. I forgot to mention that. You know how many times you see a backup quarterback go in relief, right? And kind of play and start these games, right? When you've seen it in other cultures and in other teams, don't you see that starting quarterback that's in attendance usually helping that guy out? Usually they're encouraging him, right? Yo, let's go. You know, a little high five, a little pat on the back. Here's the iPad. Let me show you what I see. Kind of putting them up on game because you are quarterback one and you know the system better than anybody. What the hell was Tua doing the whole game? This dude, I didn't see any emotion. I didn't see any hand clapping. And they showed him on the TV a lot. I mean, he was just there. It's like he was like us watching the game. It's like, bro, but you're on the field though. Like, what are you doing? And the same thing with Mike McDaniel. His face is just straight the whole time, shaking his head like, dude, where's your emotion? Where's your hand clapping? Where is you holding your quarterback accountable? Where are you trying to figure something out with him? I saw none of that. And it is disgusting. I'm telling you, like, the Dolphins are an absolute disgrace. Like, they have let us down as a fan base. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And now We got New England next week. And like I said, that's not even a given. And New England is probably the worst team in the league. But then again, look at us. Just look at us. Like I mentioned, though, the rest of the stats go off as this. Huntley finished with 8 carries for 40 yards. Jalen Wright saw some flashes out of him, 9 carries for 32. Achane with 10 carries, but only 15 yards. Waddle finishes receiving with 4 catches for 36 yards. Tyreek finishes with 4 catches for 23 yards. Man, disgusting stat line top to bottom. Here are the team stats. It's just third down efficiency yet again for the Miami Dolphins. Finishes 2 of 12 and fourth down efficiency 1 for 3. Similar story to the previous week against Seattle. So a combined on third and fourth down, you are 3 for 15. Absolutely disgusting. 78 total passing yards for the game. You read it there. Obviously, the Titans finished with more passing yards. Titans also finished with more rushing yards, 142 to 106. The penalties for the Miami Dolphins, I didn't say anything. I said all of this stuff and did not even mention the penalties. 10 penalties, giving up 98 yards. Penalties also goes to the coaches, by the way. I just want to say that. Guys, let me know what you guys think about the Miami Dolphins at this point right now. Please talk to me, man. Please let me know how you feel. If you are feeling positive by any damn chance, please write on the comment box, why is that? Because I absolutely need it. And honestly, I'm not even listening to Mike McDaniel because I always listen to his pressers and his post-game conferences, and I want to hear what he says, but I am not in the mood to hear him say like just everything is like he doesn't even know what to say at this point. And quite frankly, I don't know what else to say either, guys. New England next week, live stream tomorrow, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Keep it locked in. Hit the notifications, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Previewing next week's game against the Patriots with my guy Jacoby. So stay tuned to the channel. And guys, please comment your state, how you feel as a Dolphin fan right now. I want to hear from you guys. But yet again, the Dolphins lose another, fall to 1-3. New England is next. Let's see how it goes. Thanks for tuning in, Dolphin fans. See you guys next time.